Meteorologist Josh Colbert, and looking out at Yreka this morning, it looks a little bit blurry on the camera. Are we seeing any fog there this morning, or is that just kind of the clarity?
That's just camera blur. Definitely no fog there this morning. We're not even seeing any fog as of yet in Grants Pass, which is a little bit surprising thus far. Yesterday morning, we actually watched the fog roll into Grants Pass from the view from the Tap Rock Northwest Grill. Haven't seen that thus far. That's always a good thing. Down in Yreka, of course, no fog within the Shasta Valley. It is much warmer than what we were seeing yesterday morning, even though the temperatures have dipped down into the mid-20s now, 26 degrees there. We're at 44 degrees now in Mount Shasta City. We're in the 20s and 30s on the east side, right around freezing in the Rogue Valley. And still, that is unbelievable. 65 degrees in Brookings. And I'll explain why we're going to get so warm there today in just a minute. But for today, I mean, not only warm along the coast because of the Chetco effect, but inland, much warmer than average. 60s and 50s on the east side, 48 degrees up at Crater Lake, mid 60s throughout the west side valleys. And then we'll be in the 60s and 70s along the coast, 72 degrees there locally in Brookings. And that's because of those breezy offshore winds gusting up to 25 miles per hour. We'll also have some breezy conditions up towards Crater Lake. But let's circle back to Brookings and the Chetco effect. So anytime you have winds with kind of an offshore component like we do today, they're coming from the north-northeast, all that air gets kind of channeled into this little valley right here. And this is the Chetco River Valley. So this is the Chetco River right here. This is Brookings. These are the coastal ranges right here. So when they get forced kind of downward in through that little nook, that's when the air sinks, it compresses, and that's what's known as compressional warming. So that's why Brookings can be 75, 76 degrees while Gold Beach and Port Orford are sitting at 60 degrees. So just a little science there for your Wednesday. Now, something else we're going to have to contend with today along the coast, sneaker waves. There's an increased risk of that. So we have this beach hazard statement from 1 p.m. today to 1 a.m. on Thursday. So again, bottom line, big takeaway should be that you should never, ever turn your back on the ocean. For tonight, temperatures will be a little bit above average, just right around freezing on the east side and really right around or just above freezing in our west side valleys. More fog could potentially return to the Grants Pass area, and we'll be abnormally warm there along the coast as temperatures are going to have a hard time even making it down into the 40s. If you plan on going to Mount Ashland, maybe let's say tomorrow, there is a dwindling snowpack there, but don't let that scare you off as we will have beautiful conditions. Temperatures will get all the way up into the 50s, and we'll have beautiful conditions for the next 3 days within the Rogue Valley as we could have a record warmth for Thursday going into Friday, and then those temperatures hold pretty steady going into Saturday. But eventually we will have a storm system rolling through at the beginning of next week, and it looks like that's bringing some decent rain chances and a big time cool down. Here's your 7-day forecast, and you can kind of visually see that cool down. 72 degrees is the forecast high today for Brookings. Look at that for next Tuesday, 54 degrees. So definitely that cold front, which could provide some moisture, some much needed moisture, would also provide some much cooler temperatures. But we desperately need the rain in Siskiyou County, where we have an extreme drought going on there. An exceptional drought is going on the east side, but until we get a little bit of rain, we'll have some very nice conditions, but we're certainly cheering on that rain. We're cheering on the rain and the snow up in the Cascades as well, as the snowpack is suffering very, very badly, and the snowpack is so critical for late spring. And then for the Rogue Valley, just, I mean, gorgeous weather all throughout the weekend, and then we have a big shift coming on Monday.
All right, well, crossing our fingers that that shift can kind of bring what we need here in the Rogue Valley and throughout our region. Absolutely.
We're banking on Monday. We really are.
That's like the only glimmer of hope right now.
Pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks, Josh.
Of course.